So this will be a video on how to kind of scan and how to map Tripwire. So first things first, get in your scanning ship and undock. Once undocked, you should Control A and Control C your probe scanner, and then go to Tripwire. Make sure you click the system you're in, and then paste it, and then click this to delete any missing SIGs. And that'll be like, say, if you have an old wormhole, it'll automatically delete it, kind of deal. So, seeing Tripwire, we know our home system, which is the system we're in, has a static C5 and a static C3. You see here, there's no static C5, so I'll already know this is a wormhole, and its type is H900, because that's what a C5 is for our static. You can go ahead and save that, and then now people know, oh, there's a C5 connected to home. Cool. So go to here and launch your probes. You'll see the SIG is VPB. I like to remove anything that's not that SIG, because we already have it scanned, and the reason I have it up. Here, open your map for scanning and begin scanning. I'm only going to show you how to scan this first signature. The rest I will not show you how to do because it's kind of redundant at that point. So I like to find the center of it. They have handy tools to see the top. You can click that one, put it in the middle, and look at it from the side. You can see it's in the middle. And you want your probes to be on the pinpoint formation, and then make sure they're wider than the red circle. Then you'll analyze it. Alright, so it moved. You can click it to center on it, and move your thing to the center, to the top view, slide it over, scroll in. So you got in the center again. I have decent scanning skills, so I'll go down 2, scan it again. Alright, so it moved again, center up on it, move it over, and then I'm going to go all the way down. So little tricks too, say I scanned it and it still just isn't going. You can hold control and scroll wheel to change how your probes are going to be lined up on the hole that you're scanning. Helps for those SIGs that are just being a pain in the ass and won't scan all the way. You can use control and scroll it in a little bit. Alright, so I have it fully scanned. I'll go ahead and warp to it and click my probes because there's nothing else.
Active.
Then you can Control A and Control C this again, go to Tripwire, post it in there, and it'll update it just like that. Now with Tripwire, you also want to make sure you always have, so when you have it open, you want the type, you want the ID, and it should automatically update leads to with your trackers on when you go in. And of course the life and mass also matter. So when you arrive at a hole, if it's not the static, you want to show info. In case H900, that's how you know the type to put in there. And then you'll look here just to make sure the life's good. So the life's really good right now. It's over 16 hours left on it. So you don't have to worry about adjusting the life. And the mass on it is also more than half. So you don't have to update the mass either. This is important to check on every wormhole you map. That way you can update it accordingly. And then it also, you'll know if it's frig hole and all that stuff by this line, what can fit through it. So the way our corporation saves these is wormholes always have the period in front, and then we know this is a C5, It's H900, and our home hole is the only hole that does this, that we do this for, is put the S for static. So H900, S, and then the SIG type name is VPB, just for easy reference when you're looking at Tripwire. So that's saved, and it's nice when you know that, because now I see this hole, I know the bookmark's going to be C4 or .C4 K162, and if there's multiple K162s, I can look, oh, it's ENO, so I know, looking at the bookmarks, VPB, cool. Actually got to edit this, put it on Saturday. So that's how you map that, then you jump through the hole. So once you're in the wormhole, you shouldn't launch probes right away. The first thing you do, right click this, save location, period back. Wormholes, the reason we do the periods is so the wormholes always appear at the top of the list. So the back hole needs to be saved. You need to control A and C this all. Make sure you select it on here. See how it mapped out the system. Paste it in here. Now you see you have a couple signals need to be scanned. But before we start scanning, if you have the overview I've set up for you guys from the Alliance bulletins, you can click the scouter and you can see there's an Athena or an Astra or a Fortizar in here, and a couple control towers. So you can show info, see who they are. It's called Found Our Way. They're part of an alliance. You see there's 18 people in this corp. Check all of them because sometimes there's more than just one corp in a hole. But you can see there's not. You can check them out. See, they have a couple corps in their alliance. At this point, something that's nice is you can add a note here, and you can say, hey, this corporation's here with this many members, and it'll always be on Tripwire, so next time you come in, you can update it if it's changed. So we see that. We see no one else is on D-scan. I now know it's safe to scan in here, and the corp is smaller than our alliance, so if we had to get in a combat situation, we could win. So I'll launch probes and I'll scan this down, and I'll update Tripwire as I go, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's fully done. Pause this for now. So I've scanned down our back hole. So it was the first one I scanned down because you know exactly where it's at. So we see that it's LNP, and if you show info on it, it's a K162. Surprise, surprise. So you go to Tripwire. Go to this, the hole that goes back to home, and just name it LNP. That's the sig that goes back to home. It already exists. Go to overwrite it, save it. Don't have one signature. I'm going to pause again. I'm going to keep scanning.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive